Hello guys, Adam from House of Smoke and Fire. It's not so beautiful today, but it's just only overcast, so we can live with that. So what are we doing? Well, today we're doing everything wrong. We're doing it wrong for a reason. So I've just lit, if you see in the background, that's Ollie, the Ocean Blue Weber Master Touch Kettle. So we've decided now at 9:30, in half an hour, we're going to put a pork roast on. So we're not prepping it the night before. We're not drying the skin out in the fridge the night before. I'm going to drive down to Heritage Country Meats in 5 minutes and buy something that's vacuum packed. So we're going to fight all these odds, and I still reckon, I'm pretty confident, we're going to crack out some amazing crackle and a really good feed. So I'm going to keep you posted. I'm going to throw some videos up over the course of the day, and then I'll piece something together in the middle. So watch this space. We've just thrown the heat beads on. Have a look at this. Smoking away in the chimney. So they take a while to get going, roughly 40 minutes. If you don't rush them, I'm not in a rush. We're not in a rush. Here at the House of Smoke and Fire, it's all about ending up with a good product. No point rushing stuff. So stay tuned. I'll keep you posted, and let's see how this experiment goes. It could be disaster. I don't think so, but it could. You never know. We'll see ya. Come down. Come for a wander. House of Smoke and Fire. Okay, listen. Our charcoal's ready to go. We are throwing it in the charcoal basket. So, how good does that look? Nice and simple. We're gonna separate them either side. Gloves are important. Cool. We're gonna chuck our drip tray in there, and then away we go. I'll keep you posted. Okay, pressure's on. One take wonder. I can only cut this roast out of the bag one time, and I ain't buying a second one. Okay, so we've all been in this situation. We've decided late we want to do something. We've got special people coming for a special occasion. So what do? Well, we don't panic. That's number one. Okay, let's try to get the best pork crackle we can. So, cut it out of the vacuum seal. First thing you do, decent paper towel. We want to dry out the skin as best we can. Now, as I said in our first clip, in a perfect world, we're doing this yesterday. In a perfect world, we are prepping this yesterday. We're sticking it back in the fridge, exposed on the skin, for the fridge to dry this skin out as best we can. But hey, what's life without its challenges? So, okay, pat the skin as best we can. Bit of a hit with a bit of cooking spray. You don't want a lot. This is a canola oil. Okay, good dusting with canola oil. Then salt. Healthy application of salt. Throw some in the glove. Salt is going to help dry the moisture out. You want a good amount of salt. Don't go crazy on the salt though. Sometimes crackle ends up really good, but tastes like salt. So, this is all we're doing. This is as easy as it gets. I'm going to literally deglove, grab this, grab you. Okay. Excuse the Blair Witch Project style video, but who said everything has to be seamless? Okay, here we go. Put this down for a second. So, lid up. You can see we're sitting a bit over 200 degrees, which is perfect. Lid off. Walk in. Lid shut. Now, most importantly, don't touch. The biggest risk or the biggest mistake you're going to make is get curious as to what's going on. Don't touch the lid, don't lift the lid for at least 30 minutes. If you're curious, grab a torch, shine a torch through the air hole, get a bit of an idea. But just listen, it's going to work. It's a Weber. They just work. Keep you posted. While the sun's out, guns out. So we're just going to check on our crackle. Now, I've had a sneak peek. I got to admit, I have cheated a little bit. I certainly didn't touch it inside that first probably 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Didn't need to. But what I did do, probably close to the first hour, I put my Weber iGrill 2 in. Now, I'll show you a bit of a run through on the iGrill now, or in a little bit, but let's see what's going on here. So we're sitting, I don't know whether you can, we're running about 36 degrees. We're still ticking around 200. Here's the reveal. We've got some good looking crackle coming along here. Everything is ticking along just nicely. So I'm going to drop the lid back down because I don't want to, I don't lose all the temperature. Basically, I'll give you a run through on the iGrill in a minute, but essentially it's a temp gauge. You can put the probe in, you can tell what you're cooking. You can say, okay, I'm doing a boned pork loin, and it'll tell you what temperature to run it at. So let me splice in a quick video here and I'll give you a run through. Okay, Weber iGrill. What makes it so special? So essentially it's a temperature probe, but it's a temperature probe with a bit of a difference. Comes with 2 probes, can add up to 2 more to get 4 probes. So essentially you connect this, it either tells you the temperature you're chasing on the screen, or if you connect it to the Weber iGrill app, you can tell it that, say, probe 1 is in a boned pork loin. It'll say, okay, target temperature for a boned pork loin is 62 degrees or 63 degrees, and it will run to that, and it will run to the temperature. It will monitor it for you, runs on Bluetooth. It will give you a bit of a, hey guys, get ready, your roast is nearly ready, notification as it getting close. Very simple device. Arguably for units like this that like it's just the end. You're not having to try to work on what it looks like in terms of when you should drag it off. It's temperature, and it stops you just putting a probe in it all the time. So yeah, have a little bit look, jump on weber.com, have a look at the Weber iGrill. It's a cracker, essential in my opinion. You can use it for everything though, so have a look at that. That's my plug for the day, Weber iGrill. Okay, so we're done. So, sounding pretty good. Let's have a look. So, first thing I want to do is, it's hot. It's definitely hot. Okay. Let's get this off. Okay, I'm doing a video. All of a sudden, everyone's rocking up here because they can smell what's going on. Okay, so the wrap's off. Let's just dig in here. Let's see. Okay, now, there's our pork roast. I'll carve that in a second, but this is what we're chasing. Now, if you can't hear that, then this phone's no good. Now, let me grab the phone. Okay, so here we go. Look at that for crackle. Listen to this for crunch. Look at that for a beautiful roast. So that's it. That's how we do. There'll be a follow-up video, but that's how we do it here at HOSAF. Okay, so quick rundown and a quick wrap-up, I suppose. This is how we do pork. We traditionally very regularly do it in a Weber kettle. Arguably the Weber kettles just create amazing crackle, juicy pork, simple to do, easy to manage. There's not much you can't do on a Weber kettle because it's a Weber. They just work. They just work. So, let's run through some tips. Ideally, of course, in a perfect world, as I said before, if you do this level of prep, but then get it back in the fridge overnight before you attack it, you're going to get even a better result. You're going to need louder crunch. You might need to have to issue earplugs to your guests if you're carving it up in front of them. So, thanks for watching. I'll piece all these videos together so it's one big supercut. But this is how we do on-the-fly pork crackle here at HOSAF. Thanks to our guys at Heritage Country Meats for such amazing produce. And, of course, thanks to Weber for making bloody cracking barbecues. So I better get out, and I got a whole lineup of staff and customers and people who work next door who's wanting to crack at some of this. So we'll see you soon at the House of Smoke and Fire.